This is the Altitude Daily Podcast. Everything you can't miss from today on Altitude Sports Radio. Mosher, Lombardi, and Kane.
McKinnon, quote, I know Brock from over the years. They have the same trainer. Really excited. He's an amazing player. He says he appreciates the Avs all-in approach. Quote, we have to. These are our years. There's no other way.
Yeah.
He's friggin' right. That is a correct statement from the best player on planet Earth, the leading scorer in the National Hockey League. Of course he appreciates it. Yes, you're going for it. Is Callum Ritchie going to be a good player? I think he probably will be. I don't know. He ain't right now.
Right?
That pick, is he going to be a good player 5, 6, 7 years down the road? Perhaps, yeah. But it ain't right now.
Mm-hmm.
Your time to win is now. Your time to get it done is now. You grasp the opportunity when it is presented to you. All this lamenting and Henry, I think I'm not too bad. Look, I understand that. The guy's going to be a UFA. Do you want to resign him? That'd be a hell of a get too, right? To be able to resign him. But what you're doing this for is to win. And that's my question I will pose to fans out there today. I'm not making fun of you. I apologize if you're worried about the, quote, future. I dig that. And that's Chris McFarland's job, too, to worry about the future. But my question to all Avalanche fans this morning is, do you want to win now or do you not want to win now? Do you want to or do you not want to?
Yeah.
Because this guy is really going to help you win. Really.
Here she got a
huge ad. Huge ad.
And you got your head all the way up it.
Yes.
That was a hell of a cut and paste there, Nelly. That was quick.
That was perfect. Let me hear that again. I want that one more time. Give it to
Here she got a
huge ad. Huge ad.
And you got your head all the way up it.
Oh, I love it. But you're so right, Moj. And here's the other thing. You know what's great?
And by the way, when it's on the front page of ESPN.
Like ESPN.com.
Yeah, this is Avs land coveted center Nelson. Coveted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of teams wanted that guy.
Yeah.
And the Avs got it done.
The Altitude Daily. The Morning Sprint.
Do you think the situation with Gabe has influenced what Chris McFarland has done in being this aggressive this season?
Oof, it's a great question. I don't know. I mean,
in terms of like nothing is guaranteed, right? You said it. The last time that he skated was June 22nd in that Cup year. You thought it was guaranteed that all those guys were going to play. That Mikko and Gabe and Nate and Kale were all going to take the ice. That was the last time it would ever happen.
Yeah, that's a great point, Raj. I don't know. I can tell you that here's what I love about C-Mac. He wants to win, and not just win hockey games. He wants to win the damn cup, right? And I thought Nate's post-game comment the other night was, Nate has taken huge bounds with just brutal honesty, and I love it. I am here for it. And he's like, as far as I know, we're not in real building mode, right? It's like, you got Nathan McKinnon and Cale Makar for the next 7-8 years. You are not rebuilding for the next 7 or 8 years. You are Stanley Cup or bust. So your window is not just, it's 2025, 2026. No, your window is till 2032, until those two guys are either retired and I can guarantee you they're never going anywhere. Those two are never going anywhere. You are in win the Stanley Cup mode. So that's the best way I can compare it. If you're hanging out with your neighbors and you guys are having a competition, who has the best backyard, and you've already got a great plot of land in Nathan McKinnon, and you got a freaking pool that is with a diving board that's Cale Makar, why wouldn't you go add a fire pit and a covered patio and a jacuzzi and 2 dogs that don't bark? Every year you're trying to have the best backyard, and you know what? In 7 years, there's probably going to be a drought, and your yard's going to suck, and you're going to have to start all over. But the window is now, and the Avs are trying to win a Stanley Cup this year, next year, the year after, the year after, and the year after. So for me personally, Brock Nelson, with the exception of Sidney Crosby, was the best centerman out there to go get. And they did it, and they went out and got, and they said, and C-Mac saying to his team, boys, here you go. Go win. So I love it. I love what he did. And if we face Dallas in the first round, just quit your job. Just quit your job and glue yourself to your TV, because that is going to be like Canada, US. I mean, that is going to be must-see TV. Every single person that loves hockey or sports needs to watch that series, and I welcome it. I can't wait.
The Altitude Daily. Columbus, Hastings, and DMAC.
Yeah. Let's talk about Mikko. And I'm looking at some of the comments on Twitter. Woo! Is he a villain? 1,000%. Dan Halen, 13, dead to me. Nick Molratis, absolutely. J. Seward, 55, actions speak louder than words. Whether it's him or his agent, Rantanen basically gave the Avs the big middle finger. Victoria Medina, dead to me.
I like those people.
Avs reality. Anyone who says no doesn't understand how dirty he did us. Just Gigantario. Moose just stabbed Gabe in the heart. Johnny in Colorado. How is this even a question? He absolutely screwed us over. Boo his ass forever.
Do the hand wave. Do the hand wave.
Wow.
Hey, fans are passionate, man.
Oh, man.
And none
Wow.
more so in this town than Avs fans.
Of course. A hockey fan is always one of the most passionate fans. I get it. I'm not surprised at all by our poll results. I'm not surprised at all by the passion coming in on the text line on Twitter that is everywhere right now. I do wonder, it feels, and I know fans don't care if it's the agent. I know they don't, and that's fine. And I'm not telling you need to. But I do wonder how much of this is the agent. Because when you're talking about a guy, like, why would Mikko want to leave Colorado? He didn't, I have a hard time believing his goal was to get out of Colorado. His goal had to be to just get money.
That's fine.
I want to maximize that.
That's fine, but Chris McFarland showed this. You don't fall in love with the individual.
Well, good on him.
Your job as a team, and if you're offering $12 to $12.5 million for 7-8 years, and a guy turns down and you go, listen, that's what our budget is, then you know what you do? You make a trade right away and get what you can get from us, see if you can improve your team. And then obviously the Mikko trade kick-started some of these other moves as well.
But you guys realize there's not a worse team Mikko could have ended up on than Dallas. This is worse, in my opinion, than Minnesota.
Let me ask, does it feel any different that it's two teams removed? Right?
No.
Really?
No, not to me.
I think it does for me personally.
Not for me because they're the rival, and two, it according to some reports, is less than the Avs originally offered anyway.
The Altitude Daily. Kretman and Lindahl.
I don't like just making